Alright y'all, let's check out the beautiful country of Iceland. Now after a few hiccups at the airport, we arrived at our Airbnb and check this out. We fell in love with the modern design and just how sexy this Airbnb was. There was windows all along the backside where you can overlook the coast while you're watching TV, having a drink, huge jacuzzi tub, and then they also had this beautiful shower. Just the sexiest thing you ever want to see. Alright, so the next day we did a private ATV ride with Black Beach Tours. This was a lot of fun. We got to see the ocean, we got to see the sunrise, we got to kick up a lot of mud, and most of all, we got to freeze our ass off. Boy, it was cold as shit. Now, there's no way you can go to Iceland without going to see all of the different waterfalls. There's so many different waterfalls, like I can't even count. I think we were able to see like 4 or 5 of them all together. We got to see the hot springs and watch that go off a few times. Just listen to the sound of this massive waterfall. And speaking of waterfalls, just leaving the waterfall, I'm headed back to the car. I don't know how cold it is. All I do know is my supportive wife left my ass out here. She said if I wanted to go any further, I was on my own. I wanted to go further, and guess what? I'm on my own, so. And like she said, in the words of my beautiful mother, a hard head make a soft ass. Moving on. Now the food. The food in Iceland definitely surprised us. We were not expecting the food to be one of the highlights of the trip, but it definitely was. This was a restaurant that we went to that was built inside of an old lighthouse. Got to eat some rotten fish soup, which was delicious. I talked more about that in one of my other videos. Fish and chips, the sauce, the crunch, just amazing. Next up was the restaurant we actually went to on the night of our anniversary. Now this restaurant was a little bit more upscale. The shrimp, now that was whale back there. They're actually able to sell whale in Iceland, which we found out. But getting to these lamb chops, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just get into these lamb chops. And of course, we gotta have a tomahawk to go with it. And the last one, this was another restaurant that was about 2 minutes away from where we stayed. We had another lamb dish here that was just out of control. I wish we had more time. We would have went back and got this dish again. That's just how good it was. All right, y'all, that was our trip to Iceland. We had a great time. We highly recommend it. And like we always say, where to next?